See, guys, so the way to think in life is to make sure that every single day you're positive. You have to understand every single day that no matter what, that you can go different ways in thinking. So every single day you have to epitomize something. You have to be able to understand what an epitome is. So an epitome is something that you really, really imagine. So when you have an epitome, you have this ha-ha moment. I mean, in a sense, so every single day you must understand that thinking is a strategy that people use to either succeed or fail. So which side are you on? I mean, are you on the successful side today, or are you on the failure side? And now you must understand that nobody's a failure in life. I promise you, everybody fails to some degree and everybody succeeds to some degree. So that's the yin yang of life. But if you want to control yourself and if you want to be more positive about life, you have to understand that you have to keep consistent about something. So you have to do something today to succeed or to fail. And now the more you fail, you must understand, is the more you have to learn. And you have to learn from your failures, don't you? So every single day, that what you have to do is everything alone. I mean, you have to be able to go get the information alone so that you can do something about it. I promise you, it's not what you know, as Grant Cardone says, it's about what you do with what you know. I mean, in a sense, so I know a lot of things in life, but it's what I do with what I know. I mean, in a sense, so that's the thing. I promise you now, you can read and read all day long, but if you don't do anything about it, then you must understand that it doesn't take place in your life. So you must understand that thinking is a strategy that people use to every single day make up their better destiny, to make sure that they have a better destiny. So you are the creator of your life. So if you create something today, that's yours, and that's something that you can either sell to other people or you can put it up for auction for free. And you can also make sure you can also do some fundraising for yourself as well if you want to. But what's the case here is understanding that the more you create with your thoughts something. So I'm creating this video, for example. I'm creating this because somebody out there is going to benefit with Danny Milivojevich's thoughts. And now, because I understand that somebody is going to benefit from something I say, I continue to do my higher purpose, which is to always teach something in regards to something. I mean, in a sense, so I love to express myself every single day on video. And why is that? I understand that the more I express myself in front of you, the more you have Danny Milivojevich in your life, and the more you can actually succeed based on what I say. And now what I say is what I do. I mean, in a sense, so every single day you must understand that you have to be doing what you say, because that's how you do what you know. I mean, in a sense, you have to be doing what you know. So every single day you must understand that you're not going to benefit from cigarettes and alcohol and drugs ever. I mean, in a sense, so that's the number one thing that you have to understand, that every single day your health is the most important. So if you understand that your asset today is your health, I mean, in a sense, so every single day, that if you take care of your health every single day, I promise you, you're going to have some breathing capacity to be able to breathe as much as you want. And you're going to be able to go and imaginate as much as you want, because you have the health to do so. And you must understand that thinking plays a vital role in how you live day to day. So what you say goes. I mean, in a sense, so if you say you need a cigarette, I promise you that means you're urging yourself to have a cigarette. I mean, in a sense, so if you say I need to succeed, then you're urging yourself to succeed. I mean, in a sense, so every single day you have to be able to talk better with yourself. I mean, you have to always understand that those people who are creating content on YouTube or on social media today are going to be far more successful at that than those people who are not doing it. I mean, in a sense, so for example, I'm more successful than people who are not using YouTube or elevating themselves to do better in all walks of life on social media. So because I'm consistent on social media, I mean, what happens to me is that I get to learn as I go along, and I get to also express myself as I go along. And that's the thing about life. You have to learn how to deal with yourself and life on a daily basis. And you have to understand that every single moment of your day has to be the best moment. I mean, you're saying you have to live life to the fullest every single day. So never gamble your money, because gambling leads to addiction. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand that your thoughts either lead you into a desperate path, or it leads you into a successful path. But you must understand that every single day you must be desperate for success. I mean, in a sense, so those people who think better are the ones who are able to do better. I mean, in a sense, so every single day that if you think better for yourself and you talk better, I promise you're going to have a better life. I mean, in a sense, so if I smoke cigarettes, for example, it's because I'm talking cigarettes. I mean, in a sense, so if I do things every single day, it's because I talk it out first. I mean, in a sense, so what you talk goes, and what you say is what you do. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, no matter what, that your thinking strategy has to be on the better side all the time. I mean, you have to understand that there's always a better way than what you know. I mean, in a sense, there's always a better way to do something than what you understand. I mean, in a sense, so that's why I understand everything I know. I promise you, there's always a better way than what I know. I mean, in a sense, because there's always a better way to do something. And you have to understand every single day that if you lead yourself into greatness, I promise you, congratulations, because that's where you want to be. I mean, you want to be greatness every single day. You want to have that great attitude that you have all the time with yourself. And you must understand that attitude is something that you have to have in terms of gratitude. So you must understand that a act of gratitude is an act of kindness toward people or yourself every single day, making sure you're taking care of your health, making sure every single day you're always at the best mindset that you can be. I mean, that's the best thing that you can do every single day, is to be the best you can be every single day. I mean, those people that are always doing successful things every single day are going to lead themselves into a productive life. And if you lead yourself into a productive life where you're free and you're also encouraging other people to grow, and you're making sure that you're doing your hobbies on the side, and even if you're not making money on your hobbies, I mean, eventually you're going to make money in other ways, and you're going to make sure you understand something, that when you do your hobbies, you're going to be happy. I mean, and happiness is the goal. I mean, saying the goal is happiness. And you must understand every single day that you are happy to some degree every single day. And you are also successful to some degree every single day. And you are also a failure to some extent every single day. I mean, in a sense, so no matter what happens, you have to understand the yin yang of life, and you have to understand the way to think. So I'm a psychologist and I'm a philosophy type of guy, and I love to strategize my thinking skills to give you my thinking skills so that you benefit in your life. I mean, and I make a lot of money making a lot of videos on YouTube. I make a lot of things happen. And now, do I make plastic money? I make plastic money in different ways. I mean, you must understand that plastic money to me means happiness. And if I'm happy every single day, that's all the money in the world to me. But if something's not happening in my life the way I want to, that's where I may get upset. And now I make sure that in my life, I never get upset. I make sure every single day I never get angry. I never raise my voice. I mean, yes, I never raise my voice at other people. I always try to be much more quiet than other people. So, for example, with my dad, I try to be more silent with him, because when I raise my voice with him, he raises his voice even louder than mine. And then you must understand that I have to be always much more quieter than other people, because when you're more quieter than other people more likely, and they are more likely to accept you because you're quiet. I mean, people want people around them who are very silent and active in silence. I mean, and why is that? I promise you, because there's a big psychology to this, and there's a big philosophy around being quiet around other people. And now it's said in a quote that if you're the loudest one in the room, then you are the most less intelligent person in the room. I mean, in a sense, so if you understand to be the most quietest person in the room every single day, I promise you, then you're going to always be the one who's most respected in the room, because you're giving people peace and quiet. And now if you give people much more peace and quiet throughout life, I promise you, people are also going to give you peace and quiet. So violence is very loud. I mean, if you ever seen a gun pointed at somebody else and they have to shoot the gun, and boom, 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 boom. I mean, that's loud. I mean, you can hear it. But also you have to understand that other people kill people in silence. I mean, and you must understand that the thing is that people who kill people are people who are going to prison, and they're people who are also very intelligent people, because guess what? I promise you, you can kill someone in a blink of an eye very easily. I mean, and your whole life can change if you kill someone. But the thing is, never ever kill anybody, because violence begets violence. And those people who go on a murderous streak in life always get caught by the police. And you make sure you understand that the police can always look up at your account, and they can also stop your bank accounts, and they can follow you through your bank account, and they can follow you through your mobile phone. I mean, since so today, you're exposed and you're naked in front of the world. I mean, the internet today has exposed everybody. I mean, you can see exactly what people are doing on a daily basis. So, for example, my friends from the past, I mean, I don't even talk to them. And you must understand, the reason I don't talk to them is because I have something to do with myself over here, where I don't need to talk to them. I mean, if they want to talk to me, they can talk to me. But it's more every single day that I realize something much more about myself, that I always talk to people who talk to me. I mean, in a sense, so if there's always an occasion where I can grow myself, I do. I grow myself through information. And now, the thing is that every single day you talk to other people, you're going to learn something about those people. You're going to be able to coexist in this world. So you must understand that society, every single day, is trying to backtrack you and trying to put you into a 9-to-5 job, that you have to always understand that they want you to live life and they want you to succeed to some level, but they never want you to succeed more than them. I mean, so if you want to really, really coach people, and if you really want to do something around coaching or around hobbies, then you must understand that you have to make a YouTube channel about that, and you have to keep growing your account. I mean, you have to keep growing and spreading your seed. So this is my seed to you. I mean, you're saying this video is my whole one seed in one section. So make sure you understand that everything I've done in terms of my YouTube videos and my music production and everything I've given it on YouTube. I'm understanding that I'm blessed to some degree, but the thing is, everybody's blessed to some degree, and God has given you everything that He can. Every single day you have what you have today because of God. I mean, saying because you're following the 10 commandments of God to some degree. But you must understand, everybody's fallen from the 10 commandments of God. I mean, saying everybody has fallen on that degree. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that nobody's perfect, but everybody's perfect at the same time. I mean, in a sense, so for example, the 10 commandments of God, you must understand that I have been someone who has lied to people, but you must understand that lying is a fairy tale. And you must understand that, for example, the 3 little pigs, I mean, saying that's the truth. I mean, it's a fairy tale, for example. And also, you must understand that Goldilocks and the story of Goldilocks is a true story. I mean, saying that there was a woman out there who sprayed something on the floor while she was walking in the bush. And you must understand that she also came back that way because she can understand her footpaths. And you must understand that fairy tales come true. So you must understand, if you imaginate much more, where you're watching cartoons or you're watching movies or you're watching something, you're educating yourself based on that. So what you educate yourself on every single day has a direct reflection on your outcome on life. I mean, so you must understand that my life is much more better when I'm not smoking cigarettes and when I'm not doing drugs than when I'm doing drugs. I mean, instead of smoking cigarettes. So that's an obvious reason to understand that you must be healthy. I mean, so everything in life is a nice and beautiful dual process, that you understand that if you want a multi-raising effect on your life today, you must be vibrant and you must be spiritual, and you must be every single day learning other people's quotes. I mean, go and learn other people's quotes, or go and download my quotes. At the bottom of my YouTube description, you can find my Mega Drive. I have 33,000 quotes that you guys can check out now, right now, for free. And it's all based on philosophy. I mean, it's all based on Danny Milivojevic. I mean, you must understand, it's all based on helping you. So those people who create more quotes or create more videos or create something in life are going to be much more pleasurable in life. I mean, they're going to have much more pleasure helping other people to succeed. Because when you help other people to succeed more than you, I promise you, then you yourself are going to help yourself to succeed even more. Because it's about helping other people succeed more than you. Because when you help the world succeed more than you, then you are lifting the world and yourself in leadership and in positivity and in everything that's good. I mean, in a sense, so Jesus Christ is here all the time. So you must understand Jesus Christ is always helping people to succeed more than Jesus Christ. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand that's a true worship of a leader. I mean, that's someone who's always growing. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, no matter what your habits, I mean, make sure you understand that if you have bad habits in your life, make sure that at least you give out your thoughts or you create something. So for example, Stephen King, for example, he makes books and he writes all these books and movies, but then he had an addiction to alcohol and he was also smoking cigarettes, I think, and he was writing a book while he was doing it. I mean, he was smoking cigarettes and also drinking alcohol while he was writing books. And you have to understand that he said that it's not as effective for him to drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes and write a book as to when he's not smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol, because he writes better stories being sober than actually doing drugs and writing his and doing his hobbies. I mean, in a sense, so people who are doing drugs while they're doing their hobbies, you have to understand that it keeps you happy to some degree, but at some degree it's also backtracking you and it's making you fail to some degree. So you must understand that regardless of your habits, make sure you're doing your hobbies and make sure that you're at least spreading your thoughts into the world, because that way you create a chain of effect into the world. I mean, since so if you want to understand what Danny Milivojevic is going to be doing in 1,000 years time, is my life coaching. I mean, I'm always going to be on YouTube. So even long after I'm gone from this world, I promise you my seed that I planted in this world is still going to be working, and it's still going to be here for you to devour, and it's going to be here for you to lift yourself. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand, I live some kind of life. I live not the best life, but I live to some degree. I mean, I'm living the best life to some degree. I mean, in a sense, but it's not at the height of my career at the moment. And why is that? I promise you, it's because I've been letting myself down in terms of my habits. I've been eating too much carbohydrates. I've been eating and smoking cigarettes. I've been drinking alcohol. I mean, you have to understand that I've been backtracking to some degree, but at the same time, you must understand to never do drugs. I mean, you must understand to never smoke cigarettes. I mean, it's a cancer stick, and you must understand that cigarettes give you cancer. So what you say goes. I mean, you must understand that I've never got cancer in my life from cigarettes. But the thing is, you must understand that if you say something, I promise you, it will develop in you. I mean, in a sense, so what you say goes, and you must understand that your thinking strategies go multi-directional. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, that no matter what happens in your life, your key responsibility in life is to talk. And the more you talk, the better you live. I mean, in a sense, so the more you talk and express yourself on camera and without saying and 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 like. I mean, in a sense, so in my communication, I have no and like or something like that. So you must understand that I am a public speaker. I mean, in a sense, so when I talk, I try to engage the audience. I try to actually help to give a directional story about something so that people can relate to the story, because that way they relate to Danny Milivojevic. So you must understand that when I grow myself in front of busking performances or when I do something in front of people, you must understand that I have to motivate myself through my words to go. I mean, you understand, I have to go there. I have to do it. I have to make sure every single day that I'm doing something in corresponding to making sure I'm meeting new people. So for example, busking is a great way to meet new people, and it's a great way also to have an audience in front of you. And you must understand, I have over 160 hours worth of busking videos that I've done already. And you must understand that every single time I do a busking performance, or every single time I do something creative, where it's either with words or music or in silence, I do something creative with Netflix. And you must understand, I'm always watching more, and I'm always doing something where I'm learning something. I have to be always pushing myself. But that's the only way, because nobody else is going to motivate you more than you are going to motivate yourself. I promise you now, you must listen to this, that if you motivate yourself and you're the key motivation in your life, that is where you want to be. And you must understand that thinking is a strategy that you use to make sure that you create your life. And now some people don't want to be a millionaire. I promise you, some people don't have it in them to be a millionaire. I promise you, some people understand what a millionaire is, and they're a millionaire even though they have $1 million in their bank account. And they're still a millionaire. I promise you, other people are millionaires because they feel like millionaires. I promise you, other people are millionaires because they feel like millionaires and also have $1 million in their bank account. I mean, so you must understand that in my bank account right now, I have $1,000 in my bank account. I mean, some people would say that I'm not rich, but I actually am rich. I'm rich to the degree that I think I'm rich. So if I understand that Grant Cardone has $3 billion to his name and I have $1,000 to my name, I'm equally rich as Grant Cardone because I have Jesus Christ as well. And you must understand that Jesus Christ is everything. So just because he has $3 billion more than me doesn't mean he's richer than me. Because I have Jesus Christ and I have the most in Jesus Christ. I have a life. I have the same life as him, just different. I have different experiences. I have a different life. Everything's different. So every single day you must understand that if you want to benefit yourself in the long run, then you have to be your best version. And now, am I my best version right now? I promise you at the moment, I'm not my best version. Do you understand? Because I have been letting myself down. But the thing is, you must understand that you have to be at your best version. And you can always give people a story about you, or you can give people some kind of reflection or direction in life to actually follow, so that you understand that there's always a better way than what I'm doing, and there's always a better way than what you're doing, and there's always a better way than everything in life. So every single day, that if I ask Jesus Christ what would he change about himself, I promise you Jesus Christ will say nothing. I promise you he will change nothing about himself, because he's already perfect. I promise you he's already someone who he wants to be. So if I ask myself what do I want to change about myself, I promise you I have to do better. I have to quit drugs. I have to also do a lot of things to help myself to do better. And now what kind of drugs do I have to quit? I have to quit cigarettes. I have to quit caffeine. And I have to also make sure I don't drink alcohol. So make sure you understand, to learn from my mistakes, that you understand that I've been self-medicating, and you must understand that I'm not at my best version, but I understand that, and I can still express myself. And you must understand that 5 years ago, I had a difficult time to express myself. I was actually in a moment of time where I was playing poker and I was very quiet. I was very shy in front of people, and I didn't want to talk much. I didn't want to talk much. I was low on motivation, and nothing was going for me at some time in my life. But now I have I have a multiple life now. Even though I'm not at my best version, I'm still at my best version in the way I speak and in my attitude to life. I'm still my best version in the way I think. So you must understand that the thing that lets me down is nothing. Nothing lets me down in life. It's just the way I destine my life. And you must understand that my talking right now is never letting me down. But the thing is, then after this, you must understand that I may even have a cigarette. I may even drink some alcohol. But the thing is that I have to set a standard right here, and I have to say no to drugs. And that's it. I promise you must understand that no matter what, you must understand that I'm not perfect, and nobody's perfect. But the thing is, every single day, that if you want to think better, then you have to understand that there's always a way forward, and there's always a better way to understand something. So, for example, you must understand to even question yourself and myself over here every single day, to question everything. So why would you listen to me if I'm someone who smokes cigarettes or does drugs or something like that? Then the thing is, you must understand that cigarettes and alcohol is drugs. And you must understand, even though it's illegal, in terms of it's a legal drug, it's still a drug. And you must understand, why would you listen to me? The thing is that when you listen to me, I promise you must understand, I'm going to teach you exactly the way. So the way is no drugs. Do no drugs. So that's the thing. So every single day you must set a standard for yourself to make sure that you're doing a better job for yourself and other people. So every single day I'm teaching you how to think And you must understand every single day that if I'm teaching how to think every single day, if I'm teaching you how to think, then that way I always go and grow myself through the words I say. I mean, so when I grow through the words I say something and I must be doing it. I mean, you understand? So every single day, I'm always understanding something. I'm always understanding that there's always a better way moving forward. So if you want to do better for yourself, and if you want to understand every single day how to think, then you must understand always to always make sure that your life is at the best version possible, so you understand much more about life. But I'm always exposing myself to the best degree that I can, because that's the way to go. I promise you, there's always a better way than what you understand and what you think. I mean, so you have to be motivating yourself through words, and you have to understand that if you motivate yourself through words, I promise you have to encourage other people to grow. So how do you make money in life? And now, if you want to make money, I promise you need your health to be at your best version. I promise you need to understand that some people out there can make $1 million, and other people just don't want to make $1 million. I mean, they have no motivation for that. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that those people who are destined to make $1 million will make $1 million. I mean, promise you, it's always possible, but you have to go out there and you have to do it. And you have to understand that there's a lot to do to make $1 million. I mean, you understand? I promise you must understand that one deal in real estate can make you $1 million. But then you have to find a lender, and you have to find other people to manage your real estate for you. And you have to also make sure that the real estate is in your name. So make sure you understand every single day that you have to always insure yourself in life, and you have to always make sure that you're growing. So the ways I grow, guys, is I make sure that my imagination is growing every single day. I'm watching more movies. I'm watching more Netflix. I'm watching much more. I'm traveling more. I'm going around places. I'm making sure I'm playing poker. I'm getting out of the house. I'm doing something to make sure every single day I'm doing something to help myself to succeed. And that's the whole point of life. So the more I actually benefit myself in the long run, I promise you, the better it multiplies for me. So you must understand that, for example, when I get to Germany right now, I have to go to Germany to see my mum. And now it's been 5 years since I've seen my mum. But the thing is that once I reunite with my mum, I'm probably sure what's going to happen is I'm going to go to Serbia. I'm going to be with my family over there for a bit. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to be with my mum for much more of the time. And I'm going to be with my family for some time. And then I have to go, eventually I have to go hit a 9-to-5 job, because eventually I have to create some money for myself. And then I have to actually make a kid or make a wife happen, and make sure every single day I keep my family happy. And that way you must understand that I become a provider, and now I understand that more responsibilities are coming across me. And you must understand that all you have to do is keep your job, and you have to understand to keep your family happy, and you must understand every single day to travel the most you can and do something that you're interested about. I mean, do your hobbies every single day. So no matter what, you must understand that if I want to become a millionaire or billionaire, I can. And it's always I can, and I must do better. I mean, in a sense, so no matter what, there's always a way. So it's not impossible to do anything, because apparently in the word impossible says I'm possible. I mean, in a sense, so every single day you have to always benefit your life in a positive way. So you must understand that the reason you guys have to listen to me every single day is you have to question me, of course. But the thing is that I also provide you the best information in the world. I provide you every single day what's happening around the world and how to live much more spiritually in your life. So every single day you must understand that just because my habits are not where it's meant to be in terms of life, I promise you, you must understand that I also have a degree in knowledge, and you must understand that because I teach people how to actually succeed, I teach them much more better every single time than anybody else on the planet, because I show you directly every single day how you must be living. I mean, in a sense, so every single day you must understand that whoever you're looking at reading from, or whoever your teacher is in life, I promise you, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So you guys are right here. You must understand every single day I'm always doing the best I can. I'm making sure every single day that in my attitude, in terms of my words are growing. I'm growing in my words. I'm growing in the strength of my words every single day. And you must understand that no matter what, that I have to always understand that no matter what happens, that my life is always the better way. I mean, in a sense, so every single day I don't regret any of my decisions in life. I make sure every single day you understand something, that I'm here in life to experiment. I'm here in life to make sure that my life is successful to some degree, and I'm making sure that I'm happy to some degree. And that's it. I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to be in depression. I'm not in depression. And you must understand that depression is an illusion. I'm pretty sure it's an illusion to be in the depression. I mean, you must understand that what depression really is a person who is unable to communicate. I'm pretty sure. So people who are unable to communicate are in depression. If you're not living life, then you're in depression. I'm living life. So how can I be in depression if I'm living life? In a sense, so every single day you must understand that people who are depressed, like for example, I was before much more depressed than now. And why is that? Because before I was doing illegal drugs, and I was also very shy, and I had a lot of anxiety, and I was also brain fried. I was also looking like a drug addict. I looked at myself in the mirror and I looked at a drug addict. You must understand, it's just like my face was like over here somewhere. My face was at least 30 centimeters away from me. I was just like all over the place. Understand? So you must understand that if I want to better my life every single day, then I have to always improve my words. I have to improve my conditioning. I have to improve my health. I have to improve every single day. But it's not just enough to say it. I promise you have to do it. You have to always, every single day, stay consistent about what you say. So every single day, that if you say something in the best way, then you have to be doing the best way every single day. You must understand that every single day, it's what you do with what you have. So every single day, you must understand that no matter what happens in your life, you have to be successful, and you have to always grow yourself in your mindset. You have to always be reading something, regardless of your habits. You have to always be living life, regardless of your habits. You have to always create a better destiny for yourself. You understand? So no matter what, you must understand that if you have no plan to succeed, I promise you other people will plan for you something for you to succeed with. If you have no plan, I promise you a plan will be given to you. Do you understand? So make sure you understand that there's always something to do, but you must understand that if your parents don't allow you to do something, it's because they're controlling you, or that's too self-indulgent in themselves to let you do it. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that my mom, for example, doesn't want me to be a vegan. She wants me to eat what she makes. You understand? And that's the thing about her. If I say no to that, I'm pretty sure she starts to argue with me about that. In a sense, so I don't want to argue. And that's it. Never argue with other people. And you must understand that my mom is very controlling, and she wants me always to be the best I can be. But the thing is that she misses the knowledge right here, and she says for me to eat meat when I don't want to eat meat. So every single day, you must understand, every single day, to always do what you want to do, because you're going to be far more happier doing what you want to do than doing what other people want you to do. Understand? So if you get stuck in a job that you don't like, make sure you start liking the job very quickly, because you must understand Grant Cardone, for example, did a job that he doesn't like. I promise you, he was doing sales and he hated sales. He really wasn't someone who can sell anything. You understand? And then eventually he started liking so much to communicate to other people so much more, that he convinced himself to love sales. In a sense, so you must understand, then he became a salesperson, and then from that point he was making some income, and he made a house for himself, and then he made 2 houses, and then you must understand, and now he has around 8,000 units. He made it from scratch. You understand? But it takes a lifetime to do. You must understand that if you want to better your health, and if you want to do something in regards to your health, I promise it's the best thing to do. You understand? So make sure you understand that money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys more experiences. And now experiences are happiness. I promise the more you experience in life, the more happiness you have. In a sense, so every single day it's about more experience. So money can buy you experience, but it cannot buy you happiness. But at the same time, it can buy you experience, which buys you happiness. So make sure you understand that money can buy you happiness, and also without money, you can also experience happiness for yourself without money. In a sense, so being broke doesn't buy you happiness, but also happiness comes in the form of experiences. And you must understand that if you experience more in life, whether it be whatever it is, you must understand that you are living your life, you are the sole creator of your life. So you have to sculpture your life to make sure that you are living a long life. You have to go the long way in life. And if you understand that there is no such thing as get rich quick, so never gamble more than you can afford. Make sure every single day you never get yourself in debt. I mean, make sure you never rack up student loans for yourself. I mean, make sure that everything that you work for is because of you and not because of somebody else. And make sure you understand that if you really work for yourself every single day, then eventually you're going to work for other people as well, so that you can actually build something for them so that you can have for yourself. So the more you build for other people, the more you'll build for yourself. I promise you that's what it is. And that's how you actually grow. So you are going to be the sum reason of being able to grow yourself in ways that you help other people. So, for example, if you help the most people in the planet, I promise you the most people in the planet are going to help you. So, every single day, it's about exchange with other people through collaboration and through making sure that you acknowledge other people by respecting them and by having mutual respect. But if a girlfriend or boyfriend has not been given to you right now, and if you have no kids or you have no girlfriend or you have no boyfriend, then you have to keep optimistic about life, and you must understand that it's not the end of the world if you don't have kids. I promise you, it's not the end of the world if you don't have a girlfriend or if you don't have a boyfriend. I promise you, you must understand that with a girlfriend and boyfriend and kids comes more responsibility. I mean, you must understand that the single way is the best way. So if you understand every single day to go and follow the single path and just be single, I promise you it's the best thing. I promise you can go anywhere you want. I promise you nobody's going to follow you. I promise you must understand every single day that somebody may follow you on social media if you have an account. But you must understand that when you're single, you can do whatever you like. I mean, and that's the best thing. I promise you, there's nobody else to talk to except yourself. And guess what? I promise you, when you talk to yourself in a positive way every single day, you're going to be able to live life and you're going to be able to go and succeed. So, all I'm teaching in this video is how to think. I mean, in a sense, so every single day you must understand that there's always a better way to think and there's always a better way to do. So, psychology is a definition of success. I mean, you must understand to have a great psychology in mind. I mean, every single day, you must understand every single day to do the best you can and to succeed in the best way you can. So there's nothing else better than that. So every single day, you're always looking to help other people in terms of whatever you're doing. So no matter what, the more videos I do for you guys, the more successful I am. And that's it. I promise you, every single day, you must understand that there's always a way forward. I promise you, every single day you're always successful and you're making sure every single day you're growing your success every single day to the best degree possible. So that's what you need to be doing. So no matter what, every single day, focus on yourself, focus on a great life. I mean, make sure every single day you understand that there's a better way than what you think. I promise you must understand to always learn and grow and push yourself to learn. I mean, push yourself every single day to learn a new language or to learn much more visuals or to make sure every single day that you're learning auditorily and that you're always someone who understands what people are talking about. I mean, make sure you're building up your English and building up your synonyms and antonyms, pushing yourself here and there, and making sure every single day that you're pushing yourself. And probably it's very important to be able to understand that it's all about communication and it's all about knowledge. And the more you know, I promise you, the more you know, the more you can do. I promise you, that's all it is. I mean, every single day, the more I read, the more I can do. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, you have to push yourself. I mean, you must understand every single day that the more knowledge you have, the more you can actually motivate yourself to do something. I mean, in a sense, so that's why reading empowers you. I promise you, the more you listen to other people, I promise you, the more you grow. I promise you, it's just that simple. So the more you read also, the more you can actually do with what you read. So every single day, the more you do in the planet, the more you succeed. So it starts with reading and it starts with knowledge. So the more knowledge you have, the more you can do. The more you can do, the more you succeed. Unfortunately, it's so simple. So every single day, you must understand the 3-step formula, which is more knowledge, more doing, more success. Unfortunately, you must understand that's the way of life. So every single day, no matter what happens, you have to grow yourself in your communication and you have to always lift yourself and other people. So I see many people, for example, in life who are not doing social media. I promise you, they don't have nothing to do on social media. I promise you, they're always people who are gambling and they're not doing much. They're playing poker. I mean, they're playing pokies. I mean, they're trying to win a bit of money. I mean, you must understand they have small minds, and you must understand if you want to understand to never gamble your money away. Make sure you understand that if you gamble your money away, make sure you're gambling for the experience and not for the winnings. I mean, you must understand it's not about winning in gambling. I promise you, it's more about making sure every single day that you have the experience of what you are doing. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand that gambling gives you this experience. I mean, understand, but it's not some type of experience that is going to be all that. I mean, you must understand that when you place $100 on a team to win, I mean, you're in the thrill. I mean, you're like, come on, come on, come on, come on, let's win, let's win. And they score, and you go, yeah, and now you're ahead, and then it starts being 1-1, and then you're like, oh. I mean, that's an experience, isn't it? Because you placed some money on the bet, and now the finish was a draw, and you lost your money, and now you feel like shit because I mean, you placed $100 for Serbia to win Hungary, and they lost because it was a draw, and now you lost your money away. I mean, you lost 4 hours of your work life. I mean, now you feel like shit. But when you win in gambling, now it's like, yes, I can win more, I can win more, I can win more, and then you lose. I mean, you understand? So make sure you understand the gambling is a losing game. I promise you, you may win a few bets, but eventually you lose. I mean, eventually you cannot get every single bet right. I mean, you must understand. Eventually, sometimes luck is the same way plays in sports bet, and it's the same way in poker. I mean, you're winning on the flop, and then on the turn you're still winning, and on the river you lose because the guy hit perfect, perfect, or the woman hit perfect, perfect on the two cards. I mean, you must understand it's gamble. But if you go there to socialize with people and relax, I mean, you're not there to win. I mean, you're just there to be around. You're just there to just experience something. I mean, you're there to get out of the house a bit. I mean, that's different. I mean, you must understand that if you go to the movies, to just get out of your house for a bit, experience a new movie. I mean, watch Batman. I mean, watch some cartoon movie. I mean, why not watch cartoons? I mean, cartoons for adults is amazing. I mean, you must understand it's a fun, friendly environment. I mean, you must understand it's a funny thing. I mean, when you watch cartoons, it's nice and bright. I mean, you must understand that the more cartoons you watch, the more you benefit your social skills. I mean, the more movies you watch, the more you're building your social skills, and the more you build yourself into the person you want to be. So you must understand that many people say stay off Netflix. I mean, they say never watch movies or never watch TV, but listen to me. I promise you, if you really want to understand something about watching TV, I mean, make sure you understand that when you watch TV while you read something through audiobooks. I mean, in a sense, so watch the images on TV while you're watching, in terms of while you're listening to audiobooks. So you're always reading something on the side, but you're not reading exactly the audio from the television. I mean, you're saying, because it's either from the news channels, you're reading something from the news channels, in terms of news channels, or the sports out there. I'm pretty sure they don't teach you much about life. I mean, it teaches you a bit of social skills here and there about how to react and stuff like that. But you must understand that's the art of living, isn't it? I promise you, you must understand that you can go all ways in thinking. I promise you, it's about learning how to react. And 90% is what happens in terms of life. You must understand that 90% is how you react to life, and 10% is what is done to you. So you must understand that this video is how I reacted in the video. I mean, how did I react in this video? I mean, I reacted good, yeah? So you must understand I have a good plus to my name. So you must understand that if you understand that all you're learning in life is how to react to situations and how to react to whatever you're given in terms of life. So whatever your cards are in life is how you react to. And I mean, you react in a different way every single time. I mean, never react the same way. I mean, make sure you react in a different way every single day. I understand? So every single day you're always reacting differently. So when I say differently, you make sure you're never reacting negatively, and never to react with anger. I mean, you must understand that no matter what, that you might I mean, you must understand every single day that when you react in a positive way, I promise you that's the best way. So it's about how you react. So when you react positively, I promise you, when something teaches you positivity in life, I promise you that's how you react. I mean, you must understand. So what you're learning from this video is how to react to what I'm saying, but also how I have reacted to you in terms of this video, but making sure you learn from it. So make sure you understand that the more you read, the more reactions you have in life, and the more positive you can become. So make sure you understand it's about being positive, and it's about making sure every single day of your life that you're doing something in reaction to something that is happening. So for example, life is dealing me cards right now, and life is saying, hey, you must work, you must work, you must work, you must work. I promise that's all I hear from life itself, that other people are telling me that I have to work. And I'm working, I'm doing my hobbies. I promise you that's my work. I promise you, I want to wake up doing my hobbies every single day and traveling the world and having all the money in the world and having everything. I promise you everybody wants that. I mean, you're saying, but not everybody gets that. I promise you, some people don't have water to drink. I promise you, some people are killed very early. I promise you, some people are in jail. I promise you, some people are very obese. I mean, you must understand that everything's an experience. And even if you're in jail, I mean, you must understand you're still experiencing something, and you still have a level of happiness to some degree. And you must understand that jail is not the place you want to be in. I mean, you must understand you never want to be in a mental health facility like I was in. I mean, you must understand you don't want to be in rehab or anything like that. But make sure you understand, make sure you understand that once you experience something in life, you must understand that there's always a way to grow yourself. I mean, you must understand that every single day you experience something for yourself. I mean, look for experiences. I mean, buy yourself experiences. I mean, when you have money, make sure you experience something, but never experience losing money. I mean, losing money is stupid. I mean, you must understand that when I go play poker, I win more experiences than I lose. I mean, you must understand, I'm much more of a great poker player because I understand how to play. And now, because I play really tight, I play really, let's say, fluently in my direction of how I play, I make sure that when I play poker, I wait for my cards. But the thing is that I also bluff sometimes, and I also know when to bluff, and I also know when not to bluff. I mean, in a sense, so make sure that I understand something that where I make a move sometimes, and sometimes I get caught out. I get caught out by other hands, and they win me, and they win all my chips. But sometimes you must understand, I chip up a lot, and then I lose a lot. I mean, you must understand, that's the way of poker. I mean, you must understand, but in poker, I go there for the experience. I don't go there to win. I go there to just be out of the house. I go just to socialize with people and to experience something new. I mean, in a sense, so that's the way of life. So when I go out somewhere from my 29 years of age now, it's either I go to the movies or I go to poker. I mean, that's the only places I go to, and shopping center, and I stay at home. I mean, in a sense, so that's my life. I'm not working a 9 to 5 job at the moment. I'm on disability support pension for a bit at the moment, just until I go overseas. And then once I go overseas, I'm going to have some more experiences here and there. But I have to get ready. I have to get ready for the father life. I mean, if I'm going to be a father, I don't know if I'm going to be a father or not. But the thing is, that's how God has dealt my cards until now. Probably God said for me to be single, and that's it. I'm single. I promise you, if God says, hey, you're ready now to have this girlfriend or to have this or whatever, promise you, God's going to step up and going to give me what I want. I mean, you must understand, God always gives you what you want in life. I mean, you understand? So every single day, that what I want right now is to make sure every single day that I have more and more. But I see, anyway, so for example, it's about experiencing. So for example, if you ever had sex with a beautiful woman or man, I mean, you can experience that. I mean, you can be able to experience that, being inside the person and being able to just understand that feeling of understanding. But what kind of feeling is that? I mean, you must understand that feeling is like being able to be in love. I mean, you're in love with somebody. I mean, is it? I mean, you're experiencing that beautiful nature of life. I mean, you understand? But that's the thing about life. I mean, you can experience that feeling every single day if you just work on yourself every single day. I mean, you can always be feeling like you're high on sex, for example. So if you want to actually do better for yourself, you have to understand health is what that is. I mean, you must understand every single day, if you have your health every single day in place and check, you're always going to do better. You see, guys, I'm not an expert at anything. I'm not somebody where I tell you something and it's not the wisest thing. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand that when I say something, it's the wisest thing. I'm telling you something that's wise every single day. So if you be wise in yourself every single day and you're always teaching something that's wise or in terms of wisdom, all I'm doing right now is just giving you wisdom about how I think. I mean, when you understand how I think, then you can also think the same way. So when you're looking at reading from other people and how they think, then you can also make sure you can think like them, but in a better way. I mean, in a sense, so when you actually understand that when I read something, I look at the person and how they think, and then it's either I agree with them or disagree. I mean, in a sense, so I usually agree more and more with other people than actually disagreeing. I mean, in a sense, because when you disagree with something, you have to ask yourself, why do you disagree? I mean, you must understand, maybe there's better information out there than that. But you don't necessarily tell them that you disagree. You just say, I agree, I agree, I agree, but never tell somebody that you disagree. I mean, in a sense, because Jesus Christ never told anybody that he disagrees with them. I mean, he always agrees with people. I mean, so that's the ultimate way of life, is to be able to agree with everything. So everything that's happening to me right now is happening for my benefit. I mean, I'm single. I have no girlfriend. I have no kids. I mean, I have $1,000 in my bank account. I mean, I have a father and mother. I mean, I have more than other people. Just by saying that, I have a father, I have a mother. I mean, other people don't have a father. I mean, other people are born without a father and mother in life. I mean, you must understand what that feels like, to have no mother and father in life at all. I mean that must feel like shit. I mean, you must understand. For example, Dr. Wayne Dyer was an orphan. I mean, you must understand, he grew up without a family of his own. I mean, and then he made his own family come true. So that's an inspirational factor about Dr. Wayne Dyer, that he grew up alone. I mean, he grew up in an orphanage. I mean, you must understand how that feels like, and like his friends, and I mean, I'm sure his friends were like his family. I mean, you must understand that he grew up around people, but you must understand to surround yourself with better people. I mean, every single day, surround yourself with people who don't do drugs. I mean, surround yourself with people who are going out there to make money. I mean, they're going out there to make a life for themselves. I mean, they're trying their best to do better. But if somebody has taken your woman, or if somebody has done something behind your back where they cheated on you or something like that, then guess what? I mean, forgive them, but you don't have to be with them anymore. I mean, you must understand, every single day you can move on from that person. I mean, you understand? Because if they do it once, they're going to do it again. And you must understand that no matter how much times they say sorry to you, just say, I forgive you, but I don't have to be with you anymore. And that's it. You don't have to understand anything other than making sure that you are always doing better. So make sure you understand, if somebody breaks your trust once, I promise you're going to do it again and again and again. I mean, you understand? So make sure you never get offended by words. I mean, you must understand that my mum, she gets offended by the words I say. I mean, if I don't say something that she wants to hear, I'm sure she'll start arguing. I mean, she'll start really, really getting, let's say, frustrated about me. I mean, in a sense, so I have to always say the best things in life for her. I mean, but when I tell her the best things in life, I mean, she doesn't agree with me. You must understand every single day that your parents are always going to be your parents. I mean, they're always going to treat you like a child. I mean, they're going to treat you like they know better than you. I mean, understand? So that's the thing. So when you're a parent, for example, so what I want to give to my kids, if I ever have kids, is I want my kids to be smarter than me. I want to learn from my kids. I want to sit down on the desk. I want to make sure, hey, start teaching me something on life. I want to make sure that I'm learning, and then I can also add to that. So make sure you're always adding to your kids. I mean, you're always giving them value. So if you want to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, make sure you find someone and make sure you give value. I mean, what kind of value can you give a person? I mean, you either give them money, or you give them words of advice, or you give them something to think about. I mean, in a sense, so make sure, for example, if I see a woman that I'm really interested about, I say, hi, I just was looking at you from the corner over there, or I just came over here and was wondering if you want a drink or something. I mean, I'm trying to give value right here. I mean, or I can say, hi, I was looking at you just over there, and I just came over here to say hi and what is happening with your life, and if you want to communicate a bit. I mean, it's nice and simple, and it's nice and not reluctant. I'm not reluctant in this position, but you must understand that you have to approach, and you have to understand that if you're a woman, you can do that for a man, or if you're a man, you can do that for a woman. And you must understand that every single day, the more you open the door for someone, the better for you. So if you understand, for example, that you have a wife or you have a husband, I promise you, you open a door for your husband, you open a door for your wife, you do things for them. I mean, you understand? I promise you, the more you do things for other people, the more it comes back to you. So every single day, you must understand that in today's world, I promise you, Grant Cardone says never save money. I promise you, always make sure you invest your money in better places. So every single day, you must understand how to learn how to progress in life. So you must understand that there's always a way to make money as long as you're willing to. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, you must understand that making money alone doesn't make you happy. I mean, making money alone doesn't make you happy. But what makes you happy is making money alone while doing your hobbies makes you happy. I mean, so the hobbies part is what makes you happy, but making money doesn't make you happy. I promise you, making money doesn't make you happy. But making money in terms of spirituality makes you happy. I mean, making money in terms of positivity makes you happy. I mean, so making money alone will never make you happy. I mean, so make sure you understand that when you have money, then you can also invest it somewhere, and you can also have more money from that. So there's always a way to make more money, in terms of spirituality. So when I teach spirituality, I teach you understanding of life. I teach you something about how to think. So every single day you must understand that when I think some way, and when I think in a way that's moving forward, I understand that's the way that has to be every single day. You must understand that I'm not right about everything, and I'm also not right, I'm not wrong, but there's always a way to grow. And if you guys have something to teach me, please comment on my YouTube section below in my comments so that I can learn from you. Because I'm a student of life. I'm somebody every single day who's working towards progression of life. Every single day I'm doing something that's always going to help myself to succeed. So that's the whole point of life. You always have to be learning something to the benefit of your life. Every single day you're making sure that you're always courageous in yourself to do the best thing. So every single day you must understand that if you want to play poker the best, or if you want to play anything in terms of life the best way you can, I promise you must understand that patience is a virtue. And what does that mean? I promise you it means that patience is the best way, and you must understand that those people who are patient enough have everything. You must understand they have everything that they desire. So you must understand that what you desire is what you are today. I promise you, you are the sum up of all your thoughts today. I promise you, everything that you are today is because of the thoughts that you chose to do. So that's it. I promise you, you have to understand that when you're saying your thoughts, for example, make sure your thoughts are going everywhere, but making sure that you're choosing the best thoughts from the actual 36,000 thoughts that you get in 1 hour. So make sure you understand that you have to understand to consciously be choosing your thoughts in a better way. Always choose cigarette or no cigarette. No cigarette is much better, yeah? So do what's much better. In a sense, so it's so simple, but many people fail at this. Pizza or no pizza? I promise you, no pizza is much better than pizza. So make sure you understand that 1 + 1 equals happiness. 2 + 2 equals vigilance. 3 + 3 equals positivity. You must understand every single day, look at those factions and look at those fractions of life and go and experience something. So if somebody's allowing you to experience something, then go and make sure that you go and experience something for yourself every single day. There's always a lot to experience. You can go and do whatever you want to do in life, but the thing is that if you travel somewhere, you have to travel alone, and you have to understand that to some extent you're going to be traveling in life alone to some extent, and to some extent somebody's going to be traveling with you, but you're always alone. I have to always do this video alone. I wish my dad could stand over here with me and be encouraging me to give you knowledge. Instead, I wish he could be here with me, making sure that he can also add to the video something or something like that. So making sure every single day that if I'm doing something that's positive for myself, that I have kids right next to me over here adding to the video or whatever it is, I'm making sure every single day that I'm always doing something positive, because that's the whole point, isn't it? I promise you, every single day you have to understand that the more videos you do, the better for you. And you must understand that there's always a way forward. So all I'm actually thinking right now to do right now is to actually give you the best information, and that's it. I promise you, if you understand anything about this video, I've taught you how to think in this video. I've taught you how to do in this video much better. I promise you, what have I done in this video? I've done the video, I've done the talking, I've done everything in this video that's good for you. In a sense, so every single day you must understand that if I've helped someone in this video, I promise you that's my purpose. I promise you my purpose happens long after I'm gone from this world. So you must understand that my YouTube channel is always going to be working, and it's always going to be there for someone who needs free information. You understand? So whether you get the information from me or whether you get it from somebody else, I promise you I give all the best information. I understand that's why I'm a life coach. I teach people life. I teach people everything about how to live. You understand? So every single day you must understand that it's either you're going to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to somebody to teach you what I've taught you, or you're just going to go in my YouTube channel and you're going to watch all my videos, because it's the same thing. I promise you, you can save a lot of money this way. And you must understand that if you watch all my videos, I promise you, you don't have to read all of their stuff, because you must understand that you get it from me anyway. You understand? But the thing is, Jesus Christ and also Grant Cardone say to follow one person. Follow one person and replicate that. That's really successful. Follow the successful people. You must understand to read all you can. Read as much as you can, but try to go the most affordable way in everything. Jesus Christ tells you right now, every single day, make the most affordable decisions for your health, make the most affordable decisions for your life, and make the most affordable decisions in terms of your finances. So make sure you understand that anything that's not an asset, or anything that's taking money away from you, or anything that's an expense in your life, make sure you rub it off your list, and make sure that anything that gets you into debt, make sure you never ever do that. I mean, make sure you never go over your balance of debt. I mean, make sure you understand that you never have a debt in life. I mean, once I took out a credit card and I took out $5,000. I went to Las Vegas. I spent $3,600 in 11 days. And you must understand, I had to work 8 weeks to repay that money. I mean, I had to work 9 to 5, 8 weeks to repay that money. And I was repaying $600 a week. I mean, so I was repaying $600 here, and then $200 there, and then $50 here and there. I mean, you must understand, and it builds up. I mean, in a sense, so for example, I had to pay interest every 3 weeks. I had to pay interest $70, and that's without paying in return to the debt. I mean, every single day, that no matter what, that money I borrowed, I understand that every 3 weeks I was paying $70 in interest. That has nothing to do with the debt. I mean, every single day now, I understand that I never want to get myself into debt again. And I never, ever, ever, ever in my life again am going to hold a plan for my phones. I'm never going to get into a plan for anything in terms of phones. So, for example, before I have the newest iPhone, and guess what? I promise you, $2,200 I have to pay off in 24 months. I mean, and then you must understand that I have all this debt that I have to pay. So $100 a month goes to the phone for 24 months. I mean, it's all bullshit, and you must understand that it's not worth it. I promise you, if you're going to get a phone, I promise you, get it outright. I promise you, if you can afford it right now, to get a phone right now, I promise you, get yourself the Samsung A51 Galaxy. I promise you, I have that phone right now. I promise you, it's a great phone. I promise you, it's Samsung, and it will get you everything that you need in terms of everything that you want in an iPhone. You can get it in a Samsung. I promise you. You must understand that Samsung A51 Galaxy has a great phone, has around 42 pixels of camera action, and you must understand every single day that no matter what, that everything I have in my Samsung Galaxy A51, I have it in the iPhone. And you must understand that it's much better to have a Samsung because it's much more affordable. But you must understand that no matter what, that the Samsung can give you exactly what you want in an iPhone as well. So the thing is, every single day, that the more you grow, the better you are. And that's how you think, guys. So every single day, I've taught you how to think in this video. So every single day, all I've been thinking to do in this video is express myself, and I've done that for myself for 1 hour in this video, and that's what I enjoy. I enjoy to do these videos. I enjoy to make sure that my life is much better. But the thing is, I have to make improvements. I have to make improvements in my life. I have to make sure every single day that I'm staying consistent, every single day doing something that I love. And with or without money, I promise you, I don't care about the money. I care about a healthy life. I do care about money. I do care about money, but it's not like I'm making money all the time. I mean, you must understand, I'm always making money. I'm always making money in terms of my videos. And my videos are something that is going to be long past money history. I mean, you must understand that once I go away from this world, 700 hours and more that I've done in talking is going to be on YouTube. So go and watch all of those videos. I promise you, you can get all that information for free. I promise you, you must understand, it's free information. And whoever wants to understand Danny Milivojevic much better, I promise you, understand that I've taught you a lot in those videos. I promise you, if you understand to keep going with the action of those videos, and you keep reading everything that I've done in terms of all my information, I promise you, you're going to benefit yourself in the long run. And go and listen to my music as well, and understand that it's going to give you some kind of experience. I promise you, it's not the best music in the planet, but it's also something that's going to give you an experience to some level. And you must understand, experiences are the best, aren't they? So anyway, guys, make sure you enjoy your day, and see you guys in the next video.